Hi, my name is Jerry Ratch. Woman gives birth at cafe, refuses to leave until latte finished. There was a man crying, walking his dog, and a woman drove by on a flat tire. They brought coffee to the tables in large glasses on white saucers. There'd be long silver spoons with which to stir in strong, dark espresso, floating in layers in the steamed milk. Don't forget the girl with long blonde hair fiddling with her key in a car door outside saying, "Oh, this isn't even my car." And yes, having conversations about catching a man, seated in this same cafe when you were young, not pregnant, not looking down the road to life very far. The 6-second rule, written at the Doma Cafe right around the corner last year. The 6-second rule. They come to the new world, but bring the old world with them. The 6-second rule. When their bagel drops face down on the cafe floor, apparently it's the old world 6-second rule that applies instead of our own more modern 3-second one. Here, especially if you've smeared cream cheese on your bagel and it falls face down, you've only got 3 seconds to retrieve it and examine whether any schmutz is sticking to it. If not, what the heck, we wolf that baby down. But not in Europe. There, things are slower, and you've got a full 6 seconds, a lifetime more or less, like a lazy afternoon in Firenze, say, or Berlin, or Amsterdam. No one in a hurry. 6 full seconds to pick up the roaches, ants, mouse droppings, toothpicks and hair, whatever. The tourist picks it up, stares at the surface, checking for obvious lumps, etc., then checks the ground itself to see how much stuff there is covering the floor. Not bad, apparently. Then he laughs and looks at his wife, lover, or friend. She's shaking her head, and he mutters a joke about the 6-second rule in any other language but ours. He's going to be kissing her later with that same mouth, and she knows it. And finally she too laughs, the girl with the pearl earring and mouth full of cream cheese. Laughter. At the center of the world, our bodies floated over each other, near to everything, at the center of being. Not like arrows pointing in 3 directions, but like our own bodies, pulsing in and out. Laughter could cure nearly anything, it was said. It was so precious. It was like an undiscovered metal no one knew anything about yet. And when they discovered how rare it was, oh, look out. They came to wage wars over it. That's how badly it was needed. It was widely known how we could live on laughter alone. Not air, not water, nor land was more precious. Who cared about the apples hanging from trees? Who cared about the lovely pomegranate? We came to care little for the perfect orange, but for a small glassful of laughter we would kill. Yes, kill. Things found in the wreckage of Angel 1508. This was written on January 3rd at 3:30 in the morning. Got up and there it was. Had to write it down. Things found in the wreckage of Angel 1508. A canister of unused laughter taken from the mouth of a baby not yet born. A splinter of wood from a cross, perfectly preserved in dark tea, taken from the belly of a dead Irishman. a milky vial of smog taken from the air of Los Angeles circa 1965. A lock of hair from the head of a prophet sealed in amber like a mosquito from the swamp of the La Brea tar pits. One of Vincent van Gogh's paintbrushes with the remains of cerulean blue still wet on its tip. Unanswered questions from interviews with God. An array of unborn weeds from the red spot of Jupiter. The twinkle of an eye taken from a soldier fallen on Normandy Beach. Things that have yet to occur in a land far, far away. The fingers of someone who couldn't let go of the rubber bands wrapped around the newspapers of the future. Still undiscovered. Why these things were found in the wreckage of an angel. Why this particular angel had fallen. Why that cerulean blue paint has never dried and instead remains open as though someone expects to go on painting to this day. Was it God's plans that were found in tatters all around the wreckage? Was this angel ever trusted to bear the unnatural weight of evidence? Were these the twisted scales of justice itself lying to one side as if thrown aside? And if so, who threw this one out of the heavens? And exactly how high did he climb before streaking across the dark side of eternity? From Puppet X. 1. I know you, ladies and gentlemen. We see the near future through you. Your factual face as you sit indoors, youthless, in your ordinary chair. Mice run through their vision. Mice run through the plot. Oh la la, and memory is a lot. I also have memories. One afternoon, I was myself. 2. It's important to sound human, I know. To get fragile near your mother. I myself get glimpses now and then. Once, eating chicken, staring at the inside of a mussel. Once, during a bad thunderstorm while running down the stairs with a stick to beat off the survivors. And again, when I had such a fever that I was off in a dangerous century. I began to suspect the reason the trains kept growing in the basement. Without terror or beliefs. The telephone rang, and then the dog sang. I saw how we had been all arranged. Now we're narrow and unreal. I am not required to speak. One day I discovered I couldn't wake up again, and I've gotten used to it.